Okay, hello guys, welcome back to Chris Flies Planes. Chris here of course, and today we are back in Kerbal Space Program. And we are getting closer to being able to afford our new astronaut. You can see our next hire is going to be 77,000, we were at 75,000. So let's see what we can do about getting another contract here. And got our fleet test platform here. Let's do, let's see what we've actually got available to us. We need to crew report in flight, let's do that. So let's get our Mark 1 command pod out, let's get our parachute on top there. I'm going to put a radial, let's put a couple of radial drogues on here. Always helps. Let's grab our heat shield. And now a stacked coupler. And for once, I'm actually... Will it actually let me do this? I can never remember how. Sub-assemblies. Will it let me accept this as a sub-assembly? I can't remember how to do this. Doesn't look like that worked. Yeah, I can't remember how to do that. I'll have a look at doing that. It could be useful for us. But anyway, let's jump back in and do it again. So we're going to have a Kerbal Mark 1 command pod, a Mark 16 parachute, a heat shield, a funky angle there, structural decoupler, so 3 pieces of fuel in this stage with a swivel engine. So stacked a coupler, and I'm just going to bosh a thumper on there with some thins at the bottom to keep us straight, and that should be all we need to do. We're going to keep it really simple today. A few more aerodynamic abilities there. Let's just do that. We're going to keep it super simple today. Our goal is just to go and get those contracts completed, get that last little bit of money, and hopefully have enough to buy a new pilot and resume our orbital attempts. So, we still have no SAS, let's just hit space. Our basic goal is just to get up high enough here, and then we'll start turning. Looks like we can just turn due north. Holding nice and steady, we've gone for the old dart approach here. Seeing that Bill Kerman apparently has no piloting ability at all. And just using this solid rocket booster to get us nice and high, and then we'll use the little fuel we've got to orient ourselves to where we need to be to get this contract. Okay, let's get rid of that. I'll turn north, and there we go. Go a little bit of power here. We definitely want to go maybe a little bit 270 here, around to the west. Oh, it's definitely not a very stable aircraft. There we go. That is looking pretty great to me. So let's get rid of that stage. Maybe a little bit overconfident there. Did we get close enough here? Oh yeah, we did. Let's quick before we leave it again. Crew report. And that's the jobs are good in there. Nice easy contract to get. Let's just Okay, there we go. We are orienting our retrograde, sorry. Let that heat shield do its work. Parachute out. Okay, there we go. Nice little flight there just to collect that contract. Hopefully collect enough money to finally purchase a new pilot. Let's have a look. 81,000. That is everything we need. We cannot afford any more screw-ups. Let's get Rosdo Kerman here. Available for next mission. Fantastic. There we go. We have got 4,090 bucks. We are looking really shit on the old money front here. Let's go see if we can adjust our strategies and try and make a little bit more money. Not R&D, space plane, no. Administration building. Here we go. Okay, let's see. I don't know if we can go into debt here, but let's have a look at our Nevis Mark 1 again here. Can it be triple, please? Okay, let's look at our mistakes here. Let's look at our mistakes. So first thing we want to do is make sure that hatch is not obscured. So what I want to do, I'm going to pull all this stuff off here and move that away, and we're going to put a service bay on here. Let's get those doors open. Let's go to science, and we're going to stick one of these guys in the middle here. Let's stick a thermometer here. A barometer here, and let's pop a computer flight unit in as well. Can I put it on the roof maybe? Let's get that closed. Okay, we're looking pretty great. I think it's about time we redeem ourselves here and go to orbit. We've got Rosdo Kerman on board. I can't afford to launch this vessel. What does one do about that? What does one do about that? Is there any way we can get some quick money here? Is that a thing we can do? Oh, we can do that. Let's get rid of that strategy then. Let's take the bailout grant here. Let's go up to 25% on that. Our reputation is absolutely terrible right now, but we have the money to launch. We have the money to launch the Nevis Mark 1. Actually, probably the Nevis Mark 2, but it's too late to rename it now. Let's take Rosdo to orbit. I'm done waiting here. Important to remember, it's still an extremely tough spacecraft to fly. Even with SAS on, there was no chance Bill Kerman was ever going to be able to do this. Let's shut off our liquid fuel engine there to save our fuel. Now we've got ourselves over into a little bit of a gravity turn here. And we're just going to ride these solid rocket boosters up. Hopefully... I don't know what happened there. I thought I decoupled the SRBs. Here we've got a little bit of an issue here. We are just going to completely ignore it, however. We've got plenty of fuel, plenty of Delta V. It seems that our rocket boosters are actually attached to those tanks there, so hopefully they will decouple with the next decoupling stage. They're just going to be going a little bit higher with us than we initially expected here. Try and keep our roll under control here. Get ourselves ready. Okay. 44 second to wrap this. We're definitely going into orbit today, guys. Hopefully even coming back out of orbit as well. And burn. We've got one or two explosions here, but nothing to worry about. Probably. Rosdo looks... She's doing okay. She doesn't look excited. She looks terrified, but she seems to be in control. She's holding it together. Let's have a look inside. Got plenty of Delta V left. We're definitely making progress here. It's a shame that we had to take these boosters into orbit with us, hopefully into orbit. Okay, we're going to revert this to the vehicle assembly building. We clearly had enough to get back to Kerbin. And let's just get this little issue here fixed up, because otherwise it's going to be annoying. There we go. Another thing I wouldn't mind doing if possible. Do we have struts available to us yet? We do not have struts. Okay, let's launch. The rocket boosters were just too much weight and too much drag for us to effectively get into orbit there. Let's hit SAS on, throttle up 1/3, and let's get going here. Trying to control that initial roll, start throwing her over into a gravity turn here. And let's kill the liquid fuel engine, save as much fuel as possible. Just needed that basically to get us over. Okay, that was a much better everything there, frankly. Let's kill that engine. I didn't realise quite how high we were there. Okay. I'm not going to say I feel confident this is the time. In fact, I'm going to say the opposite. I'm not feeling confident at all. Seeing as every time I say that, we seem to die. Let's see what we can do here. Try and get ourselves over towards the apoapsis point. Still slightly in the atmosphere, making it slightly difficult to turn. Let's pop our way over here. Gonna hold just there, just above the horizon seems to be the best place for this burn. And let's fast forward our way a little bit closer to that apoapsis point. 1565 delta V, which should be hopefully enough to get us into orbit here. Let's start burning. We're going to pop out to the map here. Main goal is to make sure we do not get in front of that apoapsis point. That is when things start to go a little bit shits up for us. Our fuel here as well. I'm pretty confident we're going to get into orbit today, guys. Never fixed that staging problem. It's definitely something I should have fixed, but preempted it luckily that time. There we go. 408 meters of delta V left, guys. Fantastic. We are in orbit. We are going to do something a little bit difficult here, guys. We're going to EVA. Take an EVA report. And let's get back in before anything badly goes wrong there. Fantastic. There was our first ever out of the atmosphere EVA report. Let's open up our service bay again. I'm feeling a lot more optimistic now, guys. Of course, we still haven't got anything back down. Okay, so what we're going to do now, well, first thing we're going to do now is just get these bay doors closed. We are going to rotate, sorry, you're going to time warp up here. Past the apoapsis. We're going to use just a little bit of our delta V here to raise our apoapsis nice and high and see if we can just grab a little bit more of that sweet science action. Let's orient ourselves prograde, get the SAS on here. Let's just see what we can do. Very careful not to use all my delta V here. Can I get this above 100? There we go. Well, here we go, guys. This is what success looks like. Finally. Took long enough. We are soon to be 1,000,000 meters from the surface of Kerbal. There it is. Let's just pop out of map mode here, and we're going to see if we can do a little bit of science. Let's see what there is to gain here. There's a good chunk of science there. There's another good chunk of science there. Some more science there. Let's have a look at the crew report. Some science there, and let's finally there we go. We are pointing retrograde now. Let's go home. Get rid of that last stage there. Point her over retrograde. SAS on. Should hear that stage burning up in the atmosphere any second now. Let's get SAS off there. Make sure we are orienting ourselves perfectly retrograde. See where we're going to be. We're splashing down right in the middle of the ocean here, which is pretty great. I'm happy not to hit any land. Just waiting for our parachute to go grey there. It looks like Rosdo is going to be the first to do it. Go into orbit, come back, and not only that, we also managed to get 1,000 kilometers, 1,000,000 meters away from the surface of Kerbal. We've got a whole ton of science. Hopefully we've got some more money for that. And it looks like that may have been what it needed to get the Chris Flies Planes space program back into action here. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Fly safe.